Alright, welcome to round one. We won the die roll. Unlike the last draft, I think we do want to play first with this deck, so we'll go ahead and do that. And this hand looks fairly solid. Could use one more swamp, but you know, not much I can do about that. It's better than mulling, so let's keep that. And our opponent hasn't showed up yet, so I'm just going to pause here, and we'll see you guys whenever he decides to start playing. Okay, so we're just going to lead off with a swamp and pass turn. Okay. Not a whole lot to do until either I draw a second swamp or he does something. Even if I draw the second swamp here, like I don't think I'm going to play the Gold Razor. I'm just going to wait. Like, it's not like he's pressuring me, so I might as well get full value on my Gold Razor. Red-white, huh? One of my favorite decks. Abattoir. Alright, well, sprint out the ghoul. And if he wants to spend a card to kill it, I am cool with that. Since we have a Gravedigger. Midnight Haunting. That's a pretty good one. Not a big deal. I mean, we have the Moon Heron to block, and if we draw a land, we can play Murder of Crows. That's kind of annoying. So, what can we do here? Let's see. So if we play Moon Heron, he's just going to keep attacking the spirits, and then he's going to get to flip his Raven Sentry. But the other thing we can do is play a Walking Corpse and attack. We can also put a Claustrophobia on his Thraben Sentry. Alright, I think the best play here is to attack and then put a Claustrophobia on his Thraben Sentry. Just because like we can't play the rest of the game and not kill any of his creatures, and sensory deprivation is not really going to be a great answer to that card. So let's lock him down. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Alright, so let's play the Murder of Crows first. And get in there with the ghoul. And if he wants to block, he can be my guest. That's kind of annoying. Oh well. It's not that big a deal. He's only getting in here for 4. Okay, another Abattoir Ghoul. Well, I think the play here is to... think we want to play with... I think we want to attack with just Murder of Crows, and then play a Moon Heron. That way he can't really attack with anything. And then yeah. So other option is to just attack with both creatures and play an Abattoir Ghoul, and then he's only attacking us with spirits. Um, that's not the worst idea. But if he has like, just trying to think of what he could have. He could have like a Traitor's Blood. He could have another Crossway Vampire. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I think I'll attack with both, and then just play the second Abattoir Ghoul. Because I mean, even if he has like something to remove my blocker, I mean, this is lethal damage here next turn. I could also just play Ghoul Razor and Walking Corpse, but I don't really like that much. So we'll just play the Abattoir Ghoul. Blah. Probably gonna edit this out because this is a long pause. Alright, so he's just attacking with the two spirits. That's not that surprising. He's gonna have to find an answer for this Murder of Crows, because, oh, you could have, ooh, Rally the Righteous. Alright, well that definitely changes things. Okay. Alright, well, if we attack with everything, he has to block one of the Abattoir Ghouls, and that means we're going to gain a life off our rally. And then we can follow up with some spells. So let's see. We'll probably just block with Unruly Mob. Actually, he has to block both Abattoir Ghouls, so he'd probably block with like Elder Cathar and Crossway and Unruly Mob. Maybe Elder Cathar and Crossway Vampire, although that seems kind of bad. What's the flashback on this card? 3. So we can play Moon Heron and Sensory Deprivation on one of his spirits so that he can't really attack me back. Because these Abattoir Ghouls are going to gain me some life. So I think I'm going to attack with everything and force him to chump with 2 of his guys. And we're going to get to draw some cards, and hopefully we can find a little bit more action. Okay. He just wants to make his unruly mob bigger, I guess. Yeah, that's cool with me. Okay, we got a bunch of triggers here. Doesn't really matter what order we stack them in. It really doesn't matter what order I stack mine in because his will all resolve first. So like it's not like I can like draw a card and like respond to an unruly mob trigger or something like that. Okay, so let's loot. Makeshift Mauler. I think we can discard Makeshift Mauler. We want either lands or more cheap stuff so we can block. So let's discard that. And we can always get it back with Ghoul Razor if we need to. Gain more life. Loot again. And there's the land. So we can now play 6 mana worth of threats. So we can play like a Moon Heron and a Markov Partition. No, I mean, we can play like Moon Heron and Walking Corpse. So if he rallies the peasants, see, we also want to make sure we don't die to like a removal spell. So playing like 2 blockers rather than a blocker and like a sensory deprivation is probably going to be our best bet. So I think, yeah, discarding a Walking Corpse so I can play Ghoul Razor and Markov Partition. And then if he wants to like attack with his spirits and pump them, that's fine. Like that still doesn't kill me. We even got the good one back. I guess the other thing we could have done is play the Ghoul Razor, Walking Corpse, and Sensory Deprivation. I think that might have been actually better, but hopefully we're not dead. He has to have like a combination of cards. Like I don't think there's one single card that kills me here. Maybe that was the one single card, because then we're going to take 5. Yeah, I think we're actually dead now. Yeah. I guess there was one single card that killed me.